In today's episode, we're taking a look at Tikit, my absolute favorite add-on from Microsoft Teams. It's the ultimate AI-driven service desk, but it's just had a whopping upgrade. Let's check it out.
Learn with Andy Malone.
Hi everyone, Andy here. So nice to see you and a warm welcome to the channel. Well, now and again, Microsoft get things right. And in my opinion, Microsoft Teams is a perfect example. It's practically an OS in its own right, as it fully integrates into the entire Microsoft 365 ecosystem. This makes it perfect for third-party add-ons. And one of my favorites is the ultimate service desk solution known as Tikit. I've done a couple of videos on this before, but if you've not seen those, I'll put those links below and you can definitely check those out. And one of the things I love about Tikit is its integration into the Microsoft ecosystem. So Power BI, Power Automate, Entra ID, security and compliance, and so on. But every new release of Tikit brings something new. Last time it was its AI Virtual Agent, which I got to tell you, absolutely rocks. But this time they're expanding even more. So now they're going into the likes of asset management. Now, traditionally, you would have had to purchase additional software for this, but now with its full integration into the likes of Intune, this absolutely rocks. So stand by, I'm going to give you some cool demos here. Now, just a quick mention that if you haven't subscribed to the channel, we'd love for you to come on board. So bump the button up there, ring that bell, and you won't miss out on my future videos. And if you have questions and comments about this or any of my other sessions, by all means, get those down below. So without any further ado, let's go in and check out Tikit and some of its latest cool features. So I'm kicking off in Microsoft Teams, and here we have the Tikit Virtual Agent, and we have a little menu here, and you can bring this up simply by typing help. Now, one of the first things you'll notice about Tikit is it's multi-departmental. So there is help available for different departments. And because it's integrated with AI and Power Apps and Power Automate and all those goodies, you can put things in like onboarding a new employee, request reimbursement, and of course, many of these tasks may require approval, and it kicks off an entire process. I can also submit a ticket if I'm having a problem with a new computer and it's not working correctly, which brings me to a new feature called multi-turn cards. So in this example, I've got a problem with a printer and it says, do you want to choose your OS? So if I choose a Mac, then an additional ticket pops up and it says, okay, well, you can restart the print spooler. So in this case, I'm going to say, well, I'm not sure how to do that. And that's where the AI is great if you know what you're doing. But if you need to escalate it, it will then generate an additional ticket, which says your ticket has been passed on to an agent and will be dealt with manually. So coming into Tikit here, you can now see from the service side that ticket has indeed come in. I'm having a problem with my printer. So I can go in as the agent and I can see, well, first of all, this is the latest ticket that's come in. I can see it's a new ticket. It gives me some information about the user. It's an IT support ticket. I can initiate a chat with the user. So I can send a message saying I'll come over and help you shortly. I can, for example, see the properties of the ticket and of the user as well. I can set the status of this ticket. I can say it's an active ticket. Is it an incident? Yes, it's an incident, or it's essentially just a problem. In this case, I can say it's uncategorized, so you can say it's a printing issue here, and you can set the priority IT support. I can also assign it to a group, so for example, the desktop group here, and are there going to be any collaborators on this as well? So once you've done that, I can just save those changes, and then of course I could then flip over, go and see the user, fix the problem, and then of course you would then change the status from active to basically resolved. So I can put in a resolution here. I can say, in this case, the problem was resolved by the agent, it was fixed, and I can put in a little note. Now, if this was quite a complex issue, you could always save that as a knowledge base article, and that's really useful, especially with the likes of AI later. But in this case, I'm just going to click on save, and that's this ticket resolved, and everyone's happy. Okay, so resolving a ticket both automatically using the Tikit Virtual Agent and also manual resolution within Tikit from a manual agent. Okay, so that being tickets, what about one of the new features that I absolutely love? And I got to say, Assets absolutely rocks. It fully integrates with the likes of Microsoft Intune, and it's super flexible. So once you've added an asset in here, for example, if I go in, I can see what the details of this particular asset is. I can see it's an IT device. It's been assigned to Adele. You can assign an owner for this asset. You can set a location, and you can specify what kind of device it is, and also the status. You can put details on the description of the device. You can put financial information, so purchase ordering, financial details, and so on. And are there any tickets associated with that device as well, which is really useful. So once you've saved that, you've got your hardware details there. Again, I can then flip back into the hardware management. What else do we have? Well, if you've got those cost centers, that financial information, you get that here. You can see your various departments, your various company locations, the models that you're supporting, which vendors, and again, you can customize the screen here with what you want to see. In addition, over here, you can search for a specific device as well. And also, I love this, you can filter for things like show me all the laptops, show me desktops, and so on. So again, super useful. Now, in terms of assigning the device, so I saw that it was assigned to Adele. I can then just flip back into my tickets here. So you can see if I clicked into Adele's here, you can see Adele's asked for a ticket. She needs your logon name for her lab and so on. In terms of assets, you can see I can now go ahead and I can assign that hardware asset to Adele. So now if Adele's got any issues, we can really have full visibility, not just into the user account and her problem, but also her device as well. And because the devices are fully integrated into Intune, it makes support so much easier. Now, continuing on with asset management, one of the features that I've mentioned is its full integration into Microsoft Intune. Well, there's one thing that Intune does have problems with, it's reporting. Now, don't get me wrong, some of its reports are quite good, but from an IT support perspective, sometimes I just need the big picture. So it's great that Tikit have now introduced PowerBI asset dashboards. And it means that we can come in here and at a glance, I can see instantly where all my devices are stored, what type of devices I'm using, what's the status of those devices, if I've got any problems, which are the most popular models of device, which are the most popular asset types, and so on. So these dashboards are absolutely superb. Now, in addition to the dashboards for assets, of course, we also get integration into the likes of Power BI as well. So not just the dashboards here, but we also get insight fully into our tickets. What are the big issues that our company is facing, of course. So the Power BI integration, I got to say, I absolutely love it. And the fact that you can dive in and interrogate and find out more details, I just think it's absolutely second to none. So sometimes subtle changes make all the difference. So for example, I covered this in a previous video, but I just want to mention it. The Tikit Virtual Agent can do much more than just answer simple questions. So for example, if you want to, for example, onboard a new employee, of course, the Tikit Virtual Agent isn't going to just go ahead and set all that up and approve everything. It needs a series of approvals. So with that, you can say, hey, I want to onboard a new employee, and it will come in, it will say, hey, okay, what's the employee's first name? So I'm going to fill in some details here. Okay, so I've gone and filled in the form here. I've chosen the IT department. I want him to be full-time, and I've added in a laptop for the user. Now, The flow has continued and it says, okay, what type of laptop do you want? Well, because he's a boss man, I'm going to give him a mid-range one, and you need to put in a reason for the job. So then we get a ticket summary, just check that everything's okay. And once we're happy, I'll now go ahead and submit that ticket. Now, unlike a simple ticket, like I need the Wi-Fi password, something like this will obviously need multiple stages of approval. So the user can come in at any time and they can look at, what's the status of my request? Do I want to reply to the ticket? So if the agent gave me a response, I could respond and so on. So as you can see, the ticket has now come in. So Andy has made a request for James Kirk, and he's going to be a new hire. Now, ultimately, you can see that in the Tikit Virtual Agent, unlike the request for the printer or for, let's say, the Wi-Fi password, this is much more complex. So not only has the user had to complete a form, he's made a request for a laptop for the user. So it needs to know what type of laptop, what's the reason for the laptop. It's give a summary. It's generated a complex set of steps here. Now, coming into the ticket, you can see that, yes, we have got the activity. Ultimately, there's the form that the user's just completed. And as you can see, it creates a set of lifecycle workflows. So for obviously, the first step is it needs to be approved by the HR manager. In this case, Lee Gu. So Lee, we needs to do a full background check his CV and all of that. And he will then approve this. Once that goes forward and he's been approved, then this will then go green and it will then go to the financial component. Once he's been accepted, again, these stages will all go green. Facilities management, it will come in, it will say, hey, what do you need? Okay, go ahead and create an entry for payroll, set up the employee with a credit card, and then ultimately it will come into IT, and then he'll then create an entry in Entra ID, Microsoft Intune. He will get his laptop, and everybody will be happy. So lifecycle management is one of my absolute favorite features. And although I love the Tikit Virtual Agent for level 1 support, when it does need more complex things, it just shows you that Tikit's integration into things like Power BI, Power Automate is absolutely superb. So the final question is, Andy, with all of this, can I customize things? I got to tell you, customization is a dream in Tikit. And if you're not sure how to do it yourself, then don't worry. Those nice folks at Cireson are super friendly, super helpful. And I would say that that's one of their greatest assets, actually, is their people. So definitely don't feel that you're alone here. Now, there are a whole bunch of templates that are created and can be created for you when you set up your Tikit account. And ultimately as well, we also have the service catalog. Now, the service catalog can integrate with the likes of the Tikit Virtual Agent. So for example, adding in knowledge from your organization, customizing your templates, you can put catalog items in, and with those catalog items, you can specify they require interaction, it's agent only, and so on. You get the idea. So these can be as complex or as simple as you want to make them. And it's not only the templates that can be customized. If you go up to the gear icon here on the top right hand side, now you really have access to customize absolutely everything. So literally everything can be customized in here, including things like ticket configuration, the bot configuration, and we also have a new feature now called custom properties. So you can even add in your own custom properties. How cool is that? So there you have it, Tikit by Cireson, the ultimate service desk add-on for Microsoft Teams. What an awesome product that is. Okay, more details, check out those links below and go and speak to the people there over at Tikit. They're so nice and I'm sure they'll help you out. If you enjoyed the video, give me a big thumbs up. It always helps the channel. And any questions and comments, as always, get those down below. That's it for this time. You stay safe and I'll see you real soon. Take care.